is the whole Russia, Slovakia, EU, UK, US tariffs. You know, this circle jerk of tariffs. So the story begins with this headline with the new voice of Ukraine. It says that Slovakia continues to veto EU's new Russia sanctions.
But Kiev independence says Slovakia seeks EU guarantees on Russian gas phase out ahead of sanctions deal. Reuters report. So what is happening right now is basically EU prepared a new setup of sanctions on Russia, including blocking of Nord Stream, including doing the gas prices cap even lower. But this is the thing which worries me a little bit. This is 18th edition. 17th previous editions didn't do much. Well, if you want to go really inside it, yes, it affected the citizens of Russia a bit, but it didn't affect the Russia's army and the Russia's movement on the front line. And it also didn't stop Russia from supplying most of their clients, which they had before, with their resources. So, do you think it's going to be efficient?
No. I mean, I don't know. I mean, it depends. It depends. Because it's all sort of amalgamated with the previous story about this ultimatum. I do appreciate that if this ultimatum is serious, then everyone needs to put pressure on it, which includes the EU, which includes Slovakia, which includes the UK, which involves the US. I just think that if in the last, how long has it been? 4 years of Ukrainian war?
No, 3.5.
3.5.
24th February 2022.
Okay. So in these 3.5 years, if those initial sanctions didn't make a difference, these ones won't either.
Well, if they're not going to be drastic. And I think, because Slovakia is, hesitating from going for these sanctions. And I do not support it. I think they should, because it's more kind of global thinking if you're up for it. But the problem, in my opinion, is that they're expecting countries to join the sanctions, but they're not giving the solutions. That's why the same story we have with immigration crisis. They're expecting countries to accept immigrations, but they're not giving them supplies, how to accommodate them, and da-da-da-da-da. So it's the same, like, Trump is saying, we are supplying arms for Ukraine, but what he's actually saying is, we're going to sell them money, we're going to sell them, weapons, and NATO got to pay for it. So he's supplying Ukraine for Europeans' money.
But also, I don't think they are efficient either. As in, for example, this gas situation, Russian gas.
Yeah.
Okay, so maybe the France won't get the gas directly from Russia. But all that Russia needs to do is sell it to India, who doesn't have sanctions on gas, and then the Indians sell it to the French for a very slight price change compared to the massive sanctions that they have.
And the sanctions should also go to the other side. So from where, for instance, the Russia is getting the diesel from Venezuela. Why are you not going to block this supply?
Yeah.
Why are you not going to make a deal with China for blocking? You know what I mean? Like, I know it's easier to say than do, but it's like.
But it's not that it's just tariff the third countries that are selling it on your behalf.
Yeah, exactly. And it's also like and I'm not supporting that Slovakia is hesitating, but on the other hand, if you are the prime minister of a country which the yearly budget is smaller than Nestle, and you have no solutions. You have no solutions from the allies who are pushing you to kind of get rid of your main supplier. It's kind of hard, because then you're not going to be elected again, and people in your country are not going to live in a good standard. So, it's a tricky one, but unfortunately, I'm also quite skeptical about how it's gonna move forward. But then.
Damn, we can't have like such pessimisms in a row.
So let's talk about positive aspect of more and more people being able to vote. So
Or is it positive?
I
And
don't
this is
know.
where this discussion's gonna go.
I mean, like the democracy is you know is thriving on it.
Yeah. Well, let's see, because the Daily Mail here